One of the stories you most likely missed this week was that Mel Gibson was on Joe Rogan's show earlier in this week, where he discussed his efforts with the sequel to The Passion of the Christ. Let's have a listen.
Do you have a title?
Yeah, it's just like the resurrection of the Christ. Yeah, it's like, so that's a title. And yeah, it's very ambitious. That's all I'll say. It took a long time to write. It's really ambitious, and it goes from like the fall of the angels to the death of the last apostle.
Wow.
Do you have a start date?
I don't have a start date. I just have to begin pre-production and see what happens. And it's just going to roll in its own time. It's taken its own time. I thought it was late. I thought, oh, it's taking too long. It's taking too long, but it's probably just right. Yeah, it's when it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Well, if you believe that, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope you're right.
I think I'm right. My instincts are that I'm right.
Yeah, yeah.
And if I was going to trust anybody with that story, it would be you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I agree.
It's a massive thing. And theologically, it's something that you have to really look at and make correlations that ring true. Because it's not all written.
Do you consult with someone, like a biblical scholar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, my goodness, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And, of course, you know, there's your own a thing that comes into it from having read the book a few times. You read the book a few times, and it's amazing how your memory, how there's these recessive files somewhere in the background, how you can correlate this piece to that piece over there. And that's important, because juxtaposition is everything with this story. And what it means in a bigger picture.
Yeah.
So it's hard to explain, but it's quite involved.
Yeah, well, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, a couple of the things I gleaned from this clip is that Mel Gibson has been one of the champions of Christianity. For any of us that have seen The Passion of the Christ, I challenge you to watch it without tearing up, without becoming emotional. It's one of the most powerful representations of the last 24 hours of our Savior, Jesus Christ. And to see the thoughtful approach that Mel Gibson is taking with this monstrosity of a project, right? To go from the fallen angels all the way to ultimately Revelations. This is going to be fascinating. And as you can see here, Mel Gibson did start his filming in August of 2025 in Italy. The name of his movie will be The Passion of the Christ Resurrection. I think that the thoughtful nature and the delicate approach that Mel Gibson is taking is going to once again make this a blockbuster. And I think all of us can agree, if you're a follower of Christ or not, that what we are seeing right now in the headlines day to day, it's a battle of really between good and evil. Good and evil. This ambitious Christian film, really what would be, as they say here, the most ambitious Christian film ever, taken on by Mel Gibson, and we're expecting that to be released in 2027. I thought I'd break the news on this project and what Mel Gibson, one of the champions of Christianity, has been up to. Let me know your thoughts. Are you planning on seeing this? I know that I will absolutely be going with my family to opening night as The Passion of the Christ Resurrection by Mel Gibson and Jim Caviezel, who played Christ in The Passion, the original, now the sequel. I will expect nothing more than beautiful historical and biblical accuracy in a moving representation of Christ, our Savior. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you've yet to subscribe to America First Alerts, please do so. We'd love to have you along for the ride.
We won!
Okay, let's go.
We won!